Democratic Alliance Federal Council Chairperson Helen Zille believes that a potential transition from President Cyril Ramaphosa to billionaire businessman Patrice Motsepe would be smooth and non-disruptive, arguing that both leaders share similar market-friendly economic views. Motsepe has increasingly been touted as a possible successor to Ramaphosa ahead of the ANC's 2027 elective conference, with an emerging campaign operating under the slogan PM27 Savumelana, while stressing that she has no role in influencing ANC internal processes. Zille offered her assessment of what such a leadership change could mean for South Africa and said, "I perceive that a transition from President Ramaphosa to President Motsepe would not be disruptive. It would be a smooth process." She told the Sunday World that the South Africa is no stranger to leaders with business backgrounds, pointing to Ramaphosa's own corporate past. Zille noted the close political and personal ties between Ramaphosa and Motsepe, who are brothers-in-law, but cautioned that the success of such a transition will ultimately depend on unity within the dominant ANC faction, and said Patrice Motsepe would be a seamless transition from what we have now into the future, but it depends on whether that faction of the ANC can maintain their peace. Despite acknowledging the potential for stability, Zille launched a sharp critique of the ANC's internal electorate culture, alleging that leadership contests within the party are driven more by money than by principle, an approach she warned has entrenched corruption within its democratic processes. Her comments follow Sunday World reports that thousands of T-shirts bearing the PM27 slogan are already being printed and circulated among ANC members sympathetic to the campaign. ANC National Executive Committee member Bijani Chauke, a former advisor to Ramaphosa and a key figure in the successful CR17 campaign, is reportedly involved in efforts to position Motsepe as Ramaphosa's successor. Motsepe has publicly distanced himself from speculation about the 2027 leadership bid, but supporters and campaign organizers continue to press ahead, hoping he would declare his intentions at an opportune moment. In an interview on the Sunday World podcast with political strategist Brutus Malada, Zille also used the opportunity to criticize Ramaphosa's leadership style within the Government of National Unity, accusing him of making unilateral decisions without proper consultation. She argued that such conduct undermines the GNU's founding agreement, particularly provisions dealing with sufficient consensus, proportionality and coalition participation. According to the statement of intent signed by coalition partners shortly before Ramaphosa's re-election in 2024, sufficient consensus is achieved when parties representing at least 60% of seats in the National Assembly agree, a threshold that effectively requires concurrence between the ANC and the DA. Zille said this framework limits the ANC's ability to act unilaterally, a reality she believes some within the party have yet to accept. And said, "I must say that the ANC does not respect the document it signs. That is the big cultural difference between ANC and the DA. When we sign a document, our word is our bond." She added that senior ANC figures often behave as though their electoral dominance entitles them to impose decisions on coalition partners, and sometimes I get the feeling that the ANC people have not read the document. They feel that because they are bigger, they can impose. No, you cannot govern without us. Zille's remarks come against the backdrop of growing tension within the GNU, particularly over the fiscal policy and economic reform. She revealed that the DA came close to exiting the coalition during a recent dispute over a proposed value-added tax increase, which the party strongly opposed. However, she defended the DA's decision to remain, arguing that political influence is forfeited the moment a party walks away. That you do not walk out when you are about to win. You stay inside. You flex your muscle. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.